my cue. You and me is like perfection. I've been loving our progression.
Hey y'all, my name is destinyxlashan and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to show you what I'm eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner this week. Y'all know I love to meal prep. I love a good low carb meal option, so let's get started. So for breakfast, we're making my go-to, which are egg muffins or egg bites, whatever you want to call it. Okay, y'all, so for breakfast, we're making some egg bites. Some people call them egg muffins. And with this recipe, you can add whatever you want. I am going to add in some bacon. I like to cook mine in the air fryer. And I do like to add a bunch of vegetables sitting in my freezer. So those are some mushrooms. And then I'm also going to add in some bell peppers. And then I'm going to cook that down as much as I can. I do usually add onions as well, but I guess I just didn't have any or didn't feel like cutting any this time. And then I did add in some spinach because I feel like spinach just goes in egg bites. I don't really eat them without spinach. It's just like a rite of passage. It's just like the eggs. You have to add spinach in them, y'all. If you don't like spinach, I understand, but this is the way I can like get all of my greens in. So I don't know, I would recommend definitely adding in some spinach. For my egg mixture, I decided to have majority of it as egg whites because, again, my mama is always saying, you're going to get high cholesterol. You're always eating eggs. So I used that whole thing of egg whites, and then I did season it with some salt and pepper. Please believe me when I say if you don't remember to put your salt and pepper in, you will be mad. And then I did add 2 eggs in there just because I didn't know how it would turn out with only the egg whites. I think it would have turned out okay, but I didn't want to try my luck, okay? I don't like wasting food, okay? So I used 2 eggs and then I mixed it together and then I put everything in this silicone muffin pan. I did get this from Amazon, so it will be linked in my Amazon storefront if you do want to get this silicone muffin pan. But I like to add my toppings in first, and that's the bacon. It came out so good, y'all. I don't eat bacon as much, but every time I have it, I'm like, dang, why did I stop eating it? So those are the toppings. Again, you can add whatever toppings you want, or you can just only add meat and have like, I don't know, sausage and eggs, or you can add some cheese in it. It's totally up to you. And then now I'm adding the egg mixture in. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember how long I left it in the oven. I hate when y'all ask me how long because I genuinely don't pay attention. I just put it in the oven at 350 and I turn on my oven light and I just make sure that I keep an eye out for it so that it doesn't, explode. So this is how it turned out beautiful. And with these silicone muffin pans, of course, it doesn't stick. And I usually just throw about 2 or 3 of these in the microwave every morning, and I do eat it with some avocado or some yogurt, and it's just super quick and easy for someone who works from home like me. For lunch, I'm making some sun-dried tomato chicken salad. I love a good chicken salad, but I've never tried it this way, so I'm excited to try something new. So here are all of the ingredients. Make sure you go ahead and screenshot it, but if I'm being honest, this was not my favorite recipe, and these are the seasonings that I used, and I just threw 2 chicken breasts in some water and I boiled it. You don't have to do it this way. You can throw it in the oven or get you some rotisserie chicken for your chicken salad, but back to what I was saying, y'all, I did not love this recipe, and y'all will see all of the ingredients in a second, but I did start off with cutting some celery, and then I also used some red onion and then some sun-dried tomatoes. So I got this recipe from ChatGPT actually, so I put in ChatGPT, help me find a chicken salad recipe. I have some chicken breasts and some sun-dried tomatoes, and this was the recipe that it gave me, and I did not like it. So in this recipe, you will see me using some Greek yogurt in my chicken salad, and I don't think that the Greek yogurt is the reason why it was bad, because I have used Greek yogurt in my chicken salad recipes before when I didn't want to use mayo, but I think the Greek salad, maybe mixed with the sun-dried tomatoes and the Dijon mustard, it just wasn't a good mixture. I probably should have went on TikTok to see if somebody had a recipe on there before listening to ChatGPT, because this recipe, it just wasn't it. Like, this was not good, and I want to be honest about the stuff that I'm cooking. I don't know if I would recommend cooking this, y'all. If you want to try it out, do that, but it had like a tangy,
weird taste. And this is how the chicken turned out. When I make chicken salad, I always boil about 2 or 3 chicken breasts. And it comes out the perfect way I like it. I do let it rest before I cut into it. I know it looks really hot, but I did let it sit for like 5 or 6 minutes before I decided to cut into it, because as you know, chicken breast can be really dry. But if one of y'all try this recipe, let me know how y'all like it, because maybe the taste of it was just too mature for my palate. Like, it was just one of those chicken salads I feel like I order at like an expensive restaurant that doesn't really season their food. Okay, so now it's time to assemble the chicken salad. That is the Greek yogurt that I used. It did not have any type of flavor. It was just regular plain Greek yogurt. And this was the Dijon mustard. I probably put too much because that taste did overpower everything, and it kind of made it super tangy. And then I added in some of that oil from the sun-dried tomatoes. And this was actually my first time ever even trying sun-dried tomatoes. So I don't know why I was so focused on adding it into my recipe. Probably because it was just something that was new to me. And maybe that threw it off. And then it was super thick and hard to stir, so I added in some of that water from the pot that I was boiling the chicken in, because, you know, that's some good little chicken broth. And then I got the bright idea to add some more sun-dried tomatoes in, which I probably shouldn't have done. And then at this moment, I did taste it, and I was like, I don't think I like it. But I just kept going, and I decided to go ahead and plate it in these meal prep bowls. These bowls are linked in my Amazon storefront, so yeah, that's where they are. I got them from Amazon. And at this moment is when I forgot that I did not season it. So I was like, okay, let me season each bowl, because maybe that will make it better. So I went ahead and seasoned it with like some regular like Tony Chachere's. I did garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and then also some paprika for, you know, color. And this did make it a little bit better. It kind of brung out some flavors that weren't initially there. And so that made it better, but full transparency, I did not eat all of this, y'all. I only ate this chicken salad for like 2 days out of the week, and the rest did go in the trash. But I did pair it with some club crackers because I love club crackers. But I just want to be honest about the fact that some of this stuff is just like testing out recipes that I find on TikTok and ChatGPT, and this was one of those recipes that I probably will never make again. It just wasn't good. But let me know if y'all try it, because maybe y'all like stuff like this.
For dinner, we're making a bell pepper skillet. I did get this recipe from a creator on TikTok. I will put his TikTok name in my description box because his video went viral on TikTok, and I'm finally getting the chance to try it. So I'm excited to make it, y'all. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, y'all, so these are all of the ingredients that I used. I got the recipe from a creator named One Stop Chop on TikTok. Not sure if he has a YouTube or Instagram, but this video went crazy on TikTok. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, I really need to make this. So this was super easy to make, but you do have to prep your vegetables beforehand. So as you can see, I have my orange, yellow, green, red bell peppers, and then I also have a jalapeno pepper and some onions. And for his recipe, he did use rice, but I'm trying to keep it low carb, so I went in with some riced cauliflower and I cooked that first. You can steam it, but I like to cook mine over the stove to cook all of the water out. And riced cauliflower has become such a staple in my kitchen. I have so many bags of it in my freezer. I would definitely recommend it for anybody who likes meals that are rice heavy but don't want to consume that many carbs. But when that was done, I took it out of the pot, and then it was on to cooking the ground beef. Cook it to your liking. I like mine very fine, like as fine as it can get. That's how I like my ground beef, and I cook it all the way through, and then I do strain it. I know some people use a paper towel to get the oil out. I ain't got time for all that. I take it to the stove and strain it and then put it back in the pot. And like I said, this recipe, it does have a lot of ingredients, but once you're done prepping everything at the beginning and you start to add stuff into the pot, it gets very easy. This was super easy. I might make a dedicated like short form video on this recipe because I just liked it so much, and it felt like very healthy and hearty. But that's the tomato paste that I used, and I let it sit in the middle for a little bit, and then I added in some seasonings. Season it to your liking, but some sazon is really gonna take it off to the next level, so add that. But like I said, add whatever seasonings you like to have in your food, because it's really up to you. I don't feel like any season will make or break this recipe as long as you do season it. And these are the fire roasted diced tomatoes. I did add the whole can in with the juice. You can strain your juice, but he said add the whole can in, so that's what I did. And then I went ahead and added my riced cauliflower back into the pot. And you want to mix it really well. Season it again if you need to. I didn't need to add any additional seasonings because I seasoned mine enough, but the riced cauliflower does not have season on it. So if you need to add some more, this would be the time to do it, because the next step is adding in some cheese. And I have been eating vegan cheese lately, but the store that I usually get my cheese from didn't have any, so I had to use regular cheese, and I left it covered on low for a few minutes, and this is how it turned out, y'all. This was probably my favorite meal of the week. I know my egg muffins are always like a quick go-to, so that doesn't count. And then the chicken salad just wasn't good, but this one just made me happy, and I was definitely looking forward to dinner each day because of this recipe. So shout out to him. I'll put his TikTok name in the caption.
All right, y'all, that is it for this week. Please let me know what I should make for next week. Let me know if you try any of these recipes. I am always cooking, so please send some recipes my way. I'm always trying something new. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on TikTok as well as Instagram at destinyxlashan. And I will see you in next week's meal prep video.